Much better. The first time we met, I did have a little squealing session. Not gonna lie, it's been pretty darn stressful. Show you a bit more than you see on Instagram. Hello, good sir. I love it so much. That was a complete side note. What did we do without Pinterest? Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm on my second YouTube video. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update of what's happening and yeah, it's been basically about a week I think since I uploaded my last video. So a few things have happened since then. I have finished the Galentine's table, which I did upload to my Instagram and you can see it all there. But I'm really wanting to do a bit more like behind the scenes stuff here on my YouTube channel and show you a bit more than you see on Instagram, because Instagram is like the polished version. It's the final edit of everything, and I want YouTube to be a little bit more real and a little bit more behind the scenes and just sort of seeing how it's all done. I've finished that table. I will insert a little picture here of the finished result, and it was so beautiful. It worked so well. But seeing as that table is now finished, I am now on to the next table. Valentine's Day is gone. The next holiday that's coming up is Easter. So basically, I'm going to be making an Easter table and I'm going to bring you along for the entire journey. Because basically, before when I started the Galentine's table, I hadn't decided that I wanted to start YouTube yet. So I kind of showed you like right at the end of it and it just didn't really work. So this time I'm taking you along for the entire thing and I'm very excited. So I'm dressed and ready for the studio. I'm gonna pack some lunch and we can head over there now. But yes, it's very exciting. I haven't got an idea of how I want this table set to look yet, but we can go through that together. We can design it together and I can show you kind of the creative process that goes behind creating the table. Right, I'm just in the car and I'm about to head to the workshop. It's currently 30 degrees, so it's already very warm. I don't know if I'm going to be able to spend the entire day at the workshop today just because it is so warm, and the workshop basically has like a tin roof, so it gets very toasty in there, but I'm going to give it a go, make my way there, see how long I can last. I've got a couple of orders to pack up first and post. So I will do that first and get that done because that's priority number one. Also, if you've never seen my van before, this is Milky. She is a camper van that we basically like renovated. We actually bought her as a camper van, but then we like painted her and decorated her in our own way, and I absolutely love her. But this is her. That's the bed. I haven't got anything on the bed at the moment. She's not made up, so just excuse the bare mattress. But anyway, that was a complete side note and completely off topic, but I'm gonna head to the workshop now. And yeah, crap, I forgot my sunglasses. Dang it. Right, I'm gonna go inside and get my sunglasses because I can't drive without them because it's too bright. But yes, then we will head over there. Much better. So warm. Now, because I am in Australia and there are creepy crawlies in Australia, I must say, I did have a little friend in the studio last week actually. I say friend. We got to know each other, okay? Sounds super weird, but I kind of like try and make friends with the creepy crawlies, otherwise they just freak me out completely. But the first time we met, I did have a little squealing session and got it all out of my system. And then once that was over, I kind of warmed to this little creepy crawly, but it was in fact quite a large huntsman, which I don't love, but it's just, it's Australia, and to be honest, I just left it where it was. I thought if I were to disturb it and try and get it out, it would just turn into an absolute debacle. It would be awful, it would be horrible. So I just left it alone, and I don't think it's there anymore. No, I don't think it's there anymore. I think it's moved on, but now I don't know where it is, which I don't know if that's worse. But anyway, that's my little creepy crawly story. Right, I need to get my lunch out of the car, come back in here and pack this order so that I can get it to the post office and sent. This particular lady ordered a pink bobby mug. They're so cute. I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with them. Okay, perfect. I like to check every one before I send it just to make sure that it's okay. But I need to get other bits and bobs, hang on. Okay. Basically, I always wrap the mug in tissue paper. Pop it back in the box. It was about time that I just sit down and tell you a little bit about my business, because I feel like my last video I didn't really explain anything very well at all, and I think I'm just getting used to chatting to the camera and just, I don't know, explaining things, which seems to be so much more difficult when I'm chatting to a camera rather than like a human being. I don't know why, I have no idea, but it is what it is. I just thought I would explain basically my business and also my Instagram. I am a ceramicist. I sell my mugs online. They're the only pieces I'm selling at the moment. I sell these bobble mugs. Let me just grab one for you to see. Hold on. So I make these bobble mugs. They're called the Bobby mug. I don't know why, I just love the name Bobby and I just felt like it fitted really well with this design. But yes, I make these mugs. I actually am getting them manufactured now because I couldn't keep up with the demand myself and I needed a little bit of help. So I am manufacturing these now, but I have 4 different colorways. So I've got the purple and yellow, I've got pink and red, and then 2 tones of green and 2 tones of blue as well. And yeah, so I sell these mugs on my website. But then in the meantime, on my Instagram, I also make like these tableware sets. And I don't know how I came up with the idea, but one day I was just like, actually no, it was during Christmas time, and my family were coming over from England to visit us and spend Christmas with us. And I was like, how cool would it be if I were to make the whole Christmas tableware set, like all the plates and the I don't know, candle holders, the serving platters, you know, just make everything. I thought it would be so cool. And we're currently renting at the moment, so we didn't have any nice plates or any tableware that was really nice, and I love things to be aesthetic and beautiful, and I was like, do you know what, this rental just doesn't have the right aesthetic with the tableware set. So I was like, I'm gonna make my own. And then when I was making it, I was like, I should film this because it'd be a really fun series to film, and so I did. I filmed everything. I filmed start to finish, every single piece, and then it kind of took off from there, and people absolutely loved the series, and now it's sort of become my thing where I make different tableware sets for different like events or holidays, I guess. So it started off with Christmas. I've just finished the Galentine's table as well, and I'm going to move on to now making the Easter table. But anyway, I absolutely love making them, and it's just so much fun. And I'm thinking with this next one, I'm actually going to sell the tableware set that I make, like the Easter themed one. But that's a whole nother aside. But anyway, so that's like a little bit about me and my business and my like what I do at the moment. I quit my job about 2 months ago, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty darn stressful, but I really want to make this work, and I really want my business to take off, so I'm grinding it through. I'm not spending a cent on anything. Like literally the only stuff I'm buying at the moment is food, and my husband has also been very, very supportive, so I thank him so much for helping me and supporting me to do my business. I don't think I could have done it without him, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's been very, very stressful, but I don't really want to put that out there. I'm trying to be like super positive about it, and I really want everything to go really, really well. So I'm still kind of sending out good vibes, good energy, good vibrations, because I am desperate for my business to succeed. But yeah, I'm starting the Easter table today. So I thought I would kind of bring you along on what I do to like prep for it, how I decide upon the theme, and like how I want to decorate stuff. And to be honest with you, a lot of it is Pinterest. I go on Pinterest, I have a look, I get some ideas, and it's just the best place, honestly. What did we do without Pinterest? So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to come up with a sort of theme based on Easter, and then I'm going to decide what I want to make for that table. So for example, obviously plates, but if I want to make any candle sticks or tea light holders, or if I want any serving platters or things like that. So I'm going to do that right now. But yes, also if you do want like a little sit down video, like a proper one with a bit more of like an introduction to who I am and what I do, just let me know in the comments down below. And if you've got any questions, pop them in, let me know your questions, and I can absolutely do a little sit down video like this and make it a proper introduction video, because this is just a bit of a ramble and a rant, and I don't really know where I'm going with any of it. But anyway, I am gonna hop onto my laptop right now and start to plan out the table. So let's do that. Right, so basically all I do is I hop onto Pinterest first of all, and basically I type in like Easter themed ceramics or something like that, and I just kind of start scrolling and start looking and seeing if anything really like sparks my interest. Then I'm also going to write down every piece that I want to make. So if I want to make the plates or the serving platters, or if I want to make candlesticks or whatever, I'm gonna write that down here and start kind of just doing a few little doodles and just drawing out a couple of ideas, just sort of getting my ideas out there, putting anything I can onto the page. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's all like brainstorming at the moment. So that is what I'm gonna do now. I'm probably gonna spend roughly, I don't know, maybe like half an hour sort of figuring that out, but it always changes along the way, and I never really know exactly what I'm gonna end up making until, I don't know, a few days later, and I've like really finalized everything. But to start with, I'm just dumping out my ideas, getting it onto paper, and yeah, basically going from there. So I'm kind of like, I don't know what I want the theme to be for the Easter table. Like, do I want it to be kind of spring themed? Do I want like rabbits bunnies, like do I want that kind of stuff, or do I just want it to be more of like a color scheme, like pale pinks and pale yellows and stuff like that? I'm just gonna jot the ideas down as they come to me. Be good if my pen didn't run out. There we go. Actually really into stamps at the moment, and I'm like using sponges to stamp with and decorate ceramics with. So I'm kind of wondering if I go in that route and decorate things with sponges, or if I stick to more solid colours. I don't know. Lots of flowers, like I can have flowers hanging from the ceiling as well. I like to think about how the whole thing is going to look. So not just the ceramics, but how the whole table is going to look and how I'm going to decorate other parts of the table, not just with the ceramics. Anyway, this is like one of my favourite parts of the whole process. I get so excited to make it all, and I just get really pumped up on all the ideas, and yeah, I love it so much. I'm going to continue doing this and seeing what I can come up with, and I will show you my little mood board after. It's going to be very, very messy, so please don't judge, but I will show you what I've popped onto the paper. I think I've come up with a rough plan of how I want the table to look. So this is basically my finished draft of what I'm going to kind of reference throughout the table making so that I remember. So I'm definitely going to have like a flower theme. I think this is really important. I'm going to make coasters, 2 types of plates. I'm going to make dinner plates and side plates. I've got candlesticks, bowls, vases. And yeah, I've just kind of got a little colour scheme going on here as well. The next thing that I'll do once I've got all my ideas together and I kind of have a rough idea of what I want to create, I will then go into Canva and create like a stop frame animation video, and this will be my first introductory video on Instagram of me announcing that I'm going to make the table and what the theme is going to be and what things are potentially going to look like. So I'm going to hop onto Canva now and start popping a few things together. Now this takes me hours, so this is not a quick thing to do. This really is going to be maybe a couple of days work, but I absolutely love the finished result and how it looks. So yeah, it's kind of complicated, and I did watch a video. My camera's slipping. I have a video which I'll link below in the description box, which has really, really helped me on making those sort of stop frame animation style videos. There's a great YouTube video on it, which I will link down below for you if you are interested in making your own kind of stop frame animation videos for Instagram. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make a start on it because otherwise I won't get it done. But anyway, I'm very excited. Okay, I'm gonna head home because it is far too freaking hot, and yeah, I feel like I'm starting to just overheat a little bit. So I think it's time to go home. Alrighty. Okay, I'm heading home because it is far too hot in the workshop, and look at this. This is the temperature currently. It is currently 38.5 degrees. Yeah, I can't work in the workshop like that with no air conditioning. It is way too hot. So because I'm basically working on my computer anyway, it means that I can do it at home. So I may as well go home, sit in the air conditioning and do my work there rather than sit in a sweaty old studio and get overheated. So that's what I'm going to do. Again, like I said, it's about a 20-minute drive home, so it's not too bad, but I will see you when I get there. Alrighty, I have made it back home. I've got the air conditioning on. It is a lot cooler here, I must admit. And I think I'm going to be a lot more comfortable editing and doing my little inspiration here rather than at the studio. So anyway, I am about to hop on my laptop now. I'm going to make a cup of tea. I know it's 38.5 degrees out there, and you're probably thinking, do you really want a hot cup of tea in that weather? And the answer is yes. I love a cup of tea, no matter the weather. So I'm gonna pop the kettle on and make myself a cuppa. So my mug of choice for my cup of tea is going to be the pink and red mug. This is in the color Chili Rose, and this is obviously one of my Bobby mugs. I have to say, Chili Rose might be my favorite color combination. I know I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I think quite possibly this is my favorite. But if you're wondering, I do have all the other colors here as well, so I'll just show you quickly the other colors that I do have in my mug collection. So obviously we've got the pink and red, which is the Chili Rose. Then we also have this color, which I just adore the green. I think it's so beautiful. But it's like a two-toned green. So you've got the paler green as the mug, and then you've got a dark green handle. And this is in the color Mint Pine, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Then we also have the yellow and purple, which I don't know if any of you know Moomin trolls. I freaking love Moomins. Anyway, for some reason, this mug reminds me of a Moomin. I don't know why. I think it's just the colors. For some reason, it reminds me of a Moomin. I did actually have a Moomin calendar last year, which had like really beautiful colors of like yellows and purples and pinks and stuff. And maybe this color combination was like quite prominent throughout the calendar. Anyway, I think of Moomins when I look at this mug, so I don't know, but I love it. This is in the color Lavender Butter, and I love this one too. What is it? We're looking after some of our friends' cats, so let me show you. Hello, good sir. Hello, good sir. So this is Tosh. Sorry, my camera just cut out. I was showing you Toshi, the cat that we are currently looking after, but yeah, my camera decided to die on me, so that's fun. And I was also showing you the colors of the mugs. So I've shown you the pink, the green, and the yellow. There's one more color, which is the blue. So it's a pale blue and a dark blue handle, which this is so gorgeous. I'm sorry, you cannot go wrong with blue ceramics. It's just an absolute classic color for ceramics. And I love, 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 love the two tones of blue. I think it is beautiful. But yes, those are my mugs. If you are interested in purchasing one, you can buy them from my website. I will link it down below in the description box. And make sure you sign up to the emails to get 10% off as well. But yeah, just want to put that out there. No pressure. Obviously, you don't have to. I'm just offering it if you want. So yeah. So it is the next day now, and I did forget to film most of the evening last night, but to be honest, I didn't really do anything. I just kind of sat in front of the TV and just relaxed. So I think I'm in a pretty good place with how I'm wanting the table to look. I've got some really good ideas, lots of inspiration, which I'm very, very excited about. And I still need to do a lot of work on it. And I haven't finished the Canva stop frame animation yet, but that is another task for today, which I will try and do. And basically, I do want to continue showing you more of the process of this whole series. So hopefully in my next video, I can show you more of like the making side of what I do and how I kind of bring my ideas to life. And you can kind of get like a little bit of a behind the scenes look of how I make my pieces. And yeah, we can just kind of spend the day together making pottery, which honestly they're my dream days, just in the studio, potting away. I just absolutely love it. But anyway, that is probably it for this video, but I'm hoping to upload another one very, very soon. Again, kind of relating to this whole process, but I'm really enjoying this kind of YouTube journey, and I'm still getting used to filming and being on camera, but I guess the more I do it, the more natural it'll become. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos as well. If you are, I would really, really appreciate it if you clicked the little subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. That would honestly make my day, my whole year, literally, to be honest. I I'm really excited about YouTube and I'm loving it and I want to continue doing it. And yeah, I think there's going to be some fun videos coming up. So yeah, make sure you are subscribed so that you don't miss any of them. And yeah, let's continue this pottery business journey together, because to be honest, I don't know really what I'm doing, but I'm documenting it. And yeah, I think it's just fun to kind of come along on the journey with me and see what I'm doing, because really there's no rule book to any of this and it's really difficult. But if it can help anyone just a little bit, or give anyone a little push to do their own thing, or just be entertaining for someone, that would be great. But yeah, I'm loving showing you a little bit more behind the scenes, and I can't wait to start my next video. But yes, I'm going to sign off because I'm just going to keep rambling, and that's, you know, we don't need that from me. So yeah, I'm going to sign off. I hope that you have a lovely day or night, wherever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.